Hi you guys, it's Randy and welcome back to my channel. It is so good to be back and filming once again because yeah, I took a little break because I got pregnant and yeah, it took a toll on me, you guys. I was not like deathly ill or anything. Nothing bad was happening to the baby. The baby is completely fine. It's just that first trimester was a lot for me and it took me a while to just kind of get my energy back. I literally didn't even wear makeup for like 2 months. If you know me not wearing makeup is just like not my normal. So yeah, I just wanted to come back now that I'm finally feeling better and finally feeling like ready to film and talk about the pregnancy, talk about my baby, the due date, all these frequently asked questions that I've gotten from a lot of you on Twitter and Instagram, and talk about my first trimester. So I'm gonna do like every single trimester updates, like kind of as they end. I think for the third trimester, I'm just gonna probably about 2 weeks before the due date, I'll probably film that video and post it. And then after my baby's born, I will talk about the birth and all that good stuff. So yeah, in this video, I'm gonna tell y'all what the gender is, what I'm having, talk a little bit about my kids' reactions, how I found out, what my first trimester was like, and then I actually have like a whole little container of some of the things that really got me through my first trimester. And I think I'm gonna make a separate video about a vegan pregnancy versus a non-vegan pregnancy because my first 2 children I had when I was not a vegan. So I think if anybody can speak to the differences as far as what they have personally experienced, I feel like I would be a good person to do that because I've done it both ways. So yeah, let's just get into the video. My baby bump. This is little baby ZJ. I'm so excited to meet my baby. Look. Oh my god, baby ZJ. See my little red? So excited for this baby. Yeah, me and my husband have been trying for a very long time, over a year, to have a baby. And so this was, and there were some roadblocks. We didn't think that this was even going to happen for various reasons that I will talk about when I'm ready. Not to be like a woman of mystery or anything like that. It's just some stuff you talk about in time, and this is just one of those things. So just trust me, you guys. I will definitely fill you all in when I'm ready, probably after baby ZJ is born. I am being a little stingy with the baby's name. For all of you who are wondering, it is a little girl. So I'm having another girl, 3 strong women that I get to raise. I'm so excited. But yes, her name does start with a Z, J, for our last name. And yeah, I'm so excited. But I like calling her ZJ. I might still call her that when she gets here. But it's funny because me and my husband, we really wanted a little boy, like just to have some difference. Like we're happy for any healthy baby, but just have like some diversity in the house. You know, of course, he's the only man here besides dog. So yeah, and it was funny because when I found out that we were having a little girl, you know, before that I felt so bad. I'm like, how ungrateful am I to like be so blessed to experience motherhood for a 3rd time, and that I thought maybe I might be upset if my baby was a girl. Like and not that I felt that way at the time, but I was really like kind of judging myself, like, how dare you? And when I found out I was having a girl, I was so freaking excited. I was really, really happy. And I went and told my husband, and he's like, oh my God, I'm about to have 3 daughters. And if you do not know, my 2 older children are not biologically his. However, one thing I love and admire about my husband, and I would try to say this without getting emotional, is just how much he genuinely loved our babies, regardless of who came from where. I think that's one of the best things about him. And one of the reasons why I just love him so much. But anyways, neither here nor there, because I'm about to get emotional. But yeah, he was just like, oh, I'm about to have 3 daughters. Oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to pack up and move. And he was, of course, being funny, but he is really excited as well. The girls, wow. So Lizzie, that's my oldest, my 8-year-old. I will link a video down below of me and her. It's where she did my makeup. It was crazy. And Lizzie was super excited. She literally said flat out, she's like, I don't care what we have. I'm just happy to be a big sister again. And my youngest was like, I want a little brother. I want a little brother. I want a little brother. And when she found out that they were having a sister, she was not very happy. She cried, like not even like a full-on sob of, I don't want a baby sister, I wanted a brother, like full-on crying. And it lasted for a good hour. I was like very shocked. I was in shock. I'm like, what? Because I recorded it. I was like, oh, I want to get the reaction. But she has since then come around. And she is actually really obsessed with the idea of now having a little sister. She calls her sister by her name. She is just the absolute sweetest. She talks to my stomach. When I drop her off to school, she gives me a hug. She gives my belly a hug and gives it a kiss. She is just so excited about having a sister. I think it's just, she's 4 and that's what kids do. So you know, what can you do? But yeah, so everybody was really excited. And I cannot wait to have another little girl in my house. So yeah, that's enough for the gender. And okay, so now on to my first trimester. So my first trimester was interesting. So let's get into a couple things. I didn't find out I was pregnant until I was 8 weeks. Like I said, me and my husband have been trying for over a year. However, we did not think that this was going to happen for, like I said, reasons. I promise you, I'm going to make a whole video about it. You all have my word. So yeah, we didn't think that this was going to just occur. So we just went on about life as normal, just nothing different, whatever the case may be. And, we were on vacation. This was in April. If you were on my Instagram, you might have seen I was in Florida visiting my mother. And I just was not feeling good. Like I was taking like 4-hour naps like every day. Even my mom was like, God, like how many naps are you going to take? Or we can't go nowhere till you wake up from your nap. And I was just like, I was feeling nauseous. Like just when I would eat, I wasn't throwing up, but I would just feel like almost like motion sickness almost. You know what I mean? Like just not normal. And I told my husband, like, hey, I think I'm just getting a sick star. I'm gonna go get some Pepto from the convenience store. And my mom, cause her and her husband run their own business. They went out to like a dinner or whatever. And long story short, it was just us at the house with the kids. So I took my mom's car. I went to the CVS. I went and bought a pregnancy test. And I came back in the house and I snuck into the bathroom and I went to go pee on the stick and it lit up. Like immediately the 2 little lines popped up and I was like, oh, so I called Sean in the bathroom and I am like crying, like happy tears, but I am legitimately crying. And I'm like, look at it. I couldn't even say, oh, I am pregnant. I was like, look at it. I'm trying to get emotional. Oh, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry. Oh, I almost cried in front of y'all. And he like looked at it and he looked at me and he looked at it again. He looked at me and he looked at it again. And he just gave me the biggest hug and I was like, oh my God. So then I have like this app where I've been tracking my ovulation and I'm like, if this thing is right, I'm 8 whole weeks pregnant, which was a crazy thought to me. For us to be so far along and me not know. Fortunately for me, I don't live like a very wild, rambunctious lifestyle. Like I don't drink on a regular basis, and when I do drink, it's like a drink, if that. So I wasn't really worried or concerned in that way. I just couldn't believe I went so long and didn't know that I was pregnant. So yeah, there was that. But yeah, so I dealt with nausea. But another symptom that I did not realize was part of my first trimester, and it's actually still bothering me now, which I'll get into when I talk about the products that have really been helping me, is my skin being so itchy. Like it would itch uncontrollably. Like, and I'm one of those people who puts on lotion, and I've always had a history of dry skin, but never anything like too crazy, and I mean it would itch so bad. Like, and I have like fake nails, so you would see like welt marks like on my skin where I had like this been like scratching, and my husband was like, oh my God, like all over my back, my butt cheeks, like not to be TMI, but it's just like literally uncontrollably itchy. And this is before I found out, and I'm like, what the hell? And it's gotten better, but I still have those moments where I get like insanely itchy for no reason. And that can actually be that's actually one of this can be a symptom of pregnancy, like just your hormones changing. If you look it up, they say it's bad if you start getting it in the 3rd trimester, but I already talked to my doctor about it, and he said that I'm totally fine and the baby's okay, which we'll get there in a minute. But yeah, so I had nausea. I could not brush my teeth first thing in the morning. I had to wait till like 10 a.m. If you know me, that is like a lot. Like, ugh, gross, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. Like, I just, the thought of not brushing my teeth. And there's, oh my God, and I have to brush my teeth multiple times a day. So at work, I have like my bamboo toothbrush and my Dr. Bronner's toothpaste, and I just randomly go brush my teeth during the day. I try to use a less harsh toothpaste. That's why I use the Dr. Bronner's, since I am brushing my teeth so frequently. But I will say that when you are pregnant though, your mouth health, gum, and teeth, it can sometimes be decreased. So it's actually not a bad thing that I'm brushing my teeth so much. I still only floss twice a day, but the brushing, I just have to get like aftertaste or like certain things out of my mouth, or it'll just bother me. It's almost like my mouth will feel like filmy, like thick. Like, I know that sounds so gross, but that's one of the things in my pregnancy that bothered me the most. I know one of the things I cannot eat that I used to love so much, seaweed snacks. Y'all, if I even attempt to eat a seaweed snack, like just looking at them in the package, like I can't even see through the package. Just looking at a package of seaweed snacks made me go, ugh, like just queasy. Like, and certain smells, I was teaching in class one day, and this one student had like a thing of tuna, and I was like, who farted in my class? Like, I was like looking at everybody like, oh my God, I will beat all of you. No, I'm kidding. I teach adults, by the way. I would never say that to a child. And I didn't say that to my students. Just in my mind, I'm like, y'all, don't play with me and my nose right now because it's strong. And a student was eating tuna, and I was like, that has got to go. It's got to get out of my class. It was too much. So yeah, and then the worst, I think the worst symptom for me, and this is part of the reason why I was not on YouTube like that, is fatigue. I was insanely fatigued, like so tired that I didn't even want to go and bathe. Like, I just wanted to do nothing, like absolutely nothing with myself. I was, oh my God, the fatigue was insane, you guys, like freaking sane. Like, I cannot make this up. The fatigue was nuts. Like, I was so I was so tired. I would take naps at work during my lunch break. I would come home. Like, one day I didn't have my girls. They were with Kyla's dad. And Kyla's my 4-year-old, by the way. But they were with Kyla's dad. And I literally came home at 5 o'clock, and I went to bed at 6. And I slept all the way until 6 o'clock the next morning when I had to go to work. I mean, I was just so tired. I would get so tired that I would cry to my husband like, I'm the worst wife ever. I'm the worst mom ever. I'm not spending time with you. I'm not spending time with them. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not, like, I was getting like down on myself for being so tired. But that is how overwhelming the fatigue was to me. And that was like, to me, probably the worst symptom ever, is just being so insanely sleepy, even when you are getting rest. Like, I would take naps. I would go to bed at a decent time. I'm yawning right now. Just talking about sleep makes me tired. Well, like, the level of fatigue, it was just so much. It was so overwhelming to the point where it was bothering me, like, on an emotional level. So yeah, and then just for me, mild back pain, just because I already have like an issue. I can't remember what the thing is called, but it's on my right side. It's because I got knee surgery. It's basically just because I overcompensate on the right side, because that's my good knee. On the left side, because my good knee. So like the right side is all jammed up or whatever. I need to get my hips realigned, but I need to ask my doctor if it's safe for me to do so far along in my pregnancy. If not, I might just have to suffer through it with, you know, Tiger Balm patches, which are amazing, by the way. My Pranamat, which is also amazing. and sleep and comfort. So yeah, that was really it for my first trimester. It was great. I did get to see my baby because, again, like I said, we didn't think this would happen. So they had to make sure she was like all good to go, and I was all good to go. So it's kind of nice because I got to see her at like 8 weeks. I got to see her again at 12 weeks. And then I'll get to see her again in a week and a half. Right now I'm 19 weeks along. So my good old 20-week ultrasound, that's where they do like the full anatomy, check her heart, check her brain, 5 fingers, 5 toes, look at the stomach, make sure everything's good to go. But all her ultrasounds, she's looked phenomenal and amazing, and I just cannot wait to see my baby. Can't wait to see her. So excited. Alright, so yeah. Now I'm going to get into some products that have helped me throughout my pregnancy. Some I will continue to use, you know, just as I go through, but just things I love, things that are helpful to me. So first thing is this organic pregnancy tea, natural caffeine-free herbal tea. I like this tea because, one, I don't have like a loose leaf tea shop. I know that would be, of course, more eco-friendly. However, the packaging and the tea bags themselves are all compostable and recyclable. So none of this is contributing to waste. It's all USDA organic, fair trade, non-GMO verified. It's good to go. But it's got spearmint leaf, fennel fruit, rose hip, lemon verbena, alfalfa herb, nettle leaf, and raspberry leaf, which I think is really dope. Next thing that's been helpful to me are these gingins. These are the spiced apple. Like I said, I dealt with some nausea and just having... They just fell. But yeah, I dealt with some nausea. So just having these gingins on hand, just keep a couple in my pocket, a couple in my purse, and take them as needed was just super helpful, super beneficial to me. So I loved it. Another thing that's been helpful for me is melatonin. I know this is kind of controversial, so how about this? If you don't like taking it, don't take it. I've been taking it for years because I feel like it is the most natural way to support healthy sleep. I do not take it on a regular basis, but sometimes this pregnancy is taking a toll on me and I need sleep. Melatonin is safe to take. I take 5 milligrams. They advise that you take 3. However, they say that you can take half of what you took before if it's something you used to take. And I used to take 10 milligrams and now I take 5 while I'm pregnant. These are 10s, but I just use a pill cutter and split them in half. Because there was no point in buying a whole new bottle. So yeah, but I like those for sleep. I don't feel groggy afterwards. I don't feel like I'm in such a stupor that I can't wake up or be awake and then go back to sleep. Melatonin is the only thing I personally support as far as helping people sleep when you're having issues with that. And for me in pregnancy, that becomes more and more of an issue the further on I progress. I didn't really start taking it till about a few weeks ago, but I was still definitely in my first trimester when I started taking it because I needed it for show. Okay. That's the things I want to talk about are for my skin. Like I said, I had I still have it, just not as bad as I did in the first trimester, but very itchy skin. So there's 2 things I got for that, and they are actually both from 2 women that I know personally and that both run their own businesses. So if you do decide to buy these products, and by the way, this is not an ad, I'm not sponsored by them. I just really love them, and I've actually used their products, and I think they are genuinely awesome. But the Hippie Honeybee Whipped Body Butter, this is made by my girl Melissa. She's the cutest baby. Her baby's name is Lila. Lila is precious. I actually taught her father, not Melissa's father, Lila's father, the baby. And yeah, that's how I got introduced to Melissa in the first place. She's an amazing woman and she has created a company. And do not let honeybee fool you. There's no honey in this. This is a vegan product. It actually has olive oil, unrefined coconut oil, raw organic cocoa butter, organic shea butter, and lots of love. And let me tell you guys something. It smells wonderful. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and like I'm barely scratching the surface here. Also, she was so kind to put mine in a glass jar for me, which I thought was really sweet. But it's been so good on my skin after I take a bath. It's just really been helpful. And even though it's a body butter, like, you know, but it's oily. It doesn't like transfer into my clothing. I don't feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. Like when you rub it in, it genuinely soaks into your skin. And I even used it when I was in like a hotter, more humid climate, and I didn't feel like it was melting off my skin. I felt like my skin just felt very soft, and the itching goes away when I put it on. So it has genuinely helped me. And if I could explain how bad the itching was, I think you would know why this is so crucial to me. Next thing is this All of Me Nourishing Body Oil by my girl Ashley, who is the owner of her own company called Bliss. She makes loose leaf teas. She makes elderberry syrup. She makes these amazing body oils. She makes whipped body butters. And again, small business, black owned business. She is amazing as well. I met her at this amazing wellness conference. Funny story, she lost her phone and I was like, oh, use my phone. And I literally hung with her the whole day, like until she could get her phone. And she ended up getting her phone back the next day, thank God, right? But yeah, she is really awesome, and I am glad that I was able to support her company in a good way. And I needed something again for my skin, and as you can see, I've used a good amount of this, and I've actually had this for like 2 months, and I love it on my skin. I love that lemon lime smell. It's not lemon lime like kiddish lemon lime. It's very natural lemon lime. I don't feel like a child like putting this on or anything. And she has various scents, like frankincense and myrrh, like you name it, she has it. And I love her products. They're so well made. They're packaged with love. Her teas, I definitely need to try. Some of them I can't have right now because I'm pregnant, but I definitely can't wait to try it. Like I told y'all, the elderberry syrup I'm buying. She also makes an all-natural bug spray, which, by the way, I tested out that bug spray in good old hot and humid ass Alabama, and when I tell you, not a bug touched me or my child. If you've ever been to the South, you could say you left the South without a bug bite in humid summer. You've done a thing. Okay, and that stuff is amazing. So I really stand by her products. But that body oil again has been another major key. That using that in conjunction with this has just been amazing for my skin, keeping it nice and soft and supple, but also keeping all of that unnecessary itching away. I love it so much. So yeah, those are the things. So yeah, so that is my kind of how I found out I was pregnant, how my first trimester went, what my kids thought, what my husband thought, what I think, what the baby's gender is, and of course some of the products that have gotten me through my pregnancy. Anything that is available, of course, I will link down below so that you can go and check it out, because if you are pregnant right now, vegan or not, any of these things can be helpful to you. And I will keep coming back with these videos and updates and different things like that. I'm going to get back into vlogging. I finally got me a new tripod that like tilts and everything, so I can start making my cooking videos. And yeah, you guys, Randy Balm is back in full effect, and I'm so excited. And I really hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions about my pregnancy, if I get enough comments, I might do a Q&A style video. So yeah, just leave them down below in the comments on Twitter, on my Instagram, and I will get back to you guys. All right, I love you all so much, and I look forward to taking you along with me on this journey, of course, without it being too invasive, because I think everybody has their limits. And I hope everybody can respect that. I mean, if not, I'm still not going to share things I don't want to share. But yeah, I'm really excited to take you along on this journey. And I'm sorry I've been gone so long, but I am back.